saying, you know, really,
thoughts and prayers.
But nobody does anything, and then it comes to the Nottingham one where the poor guy apparently had mental health issues.
Well, you say the poor guy, he killed 3 people.
Exactly, and I'm almost afraid to say the way I really feel about that.
Don't be.
It's shocking, and you see it everywhere. When the mental institutions were closed, and then you had the halfway houses, and everybody was promised the sun, the moon, and the stars.
Community care in the community, that's what they called it, and there wasn't any.
It's not happening. It's not happening.
And we don't know the circumstances of this, so obviously it's difficult to speculate. A man has been arrested, a 36-year-old man has been arrested at the scene and is in custody, so obviously there is a legal aspect to this one. We don't want to prejudice any possible potential charges or trial, and that's certainly something to consider. But we've seen instances. We're told it's not a terrorist instance, so you know that's often the first concern. Although I imagine if you've been stabbed by someone, it doesn't really matter what the motive is, does it? But then, you know, whether often, you know, there are domestic incidents or they're gang-related or mental health issues, you know, we're still looking at people who've, you know, got weapons and can cause people very serious injuries. I mean, looking at the footage, and those who've seen it online, I mean, this is a huge sword. It is absolutely extraordinary that someone will be walking around or even owning such an item. I mean, when I was younger, I mean, I'm in my mid-50s, I don't remember this sort of story ever being in the news.
No, and the thing is, neither do I. And I mean, I'm 70 years old now, but I never remember anything like this happening. And even if it's premeditated, what on earth is going on with being able to get hold of this stuff? Yeah. This is a powder keg where the keg, the top's already off the keg for a lot of things.
And it does seem to me that an awful lot of, you're right, politicians are not taking notice of this. But yeah, by the way, just breaking news, 5 people have now been taken to hospital following that incident, not just 4, so 5 people. We don't know if the 5th person is a third police officer or a third civilian. We'll get you up to date on that. Really appreciate your call though, Sue. Thank you very much for calling in from Somerset.